I was saying to myself, please let this not happen, because if it happens, I have to do my duty and comment on it. And by commenting on it, you're going to make people who didn't see aware that it happened, and it could cause problems. And I'm like, please, God, please let it be that it just works well. But it didn't work well. And I'm duty bound to tell you what I saw. The opposition leader, Mark Golding, who, from where I sat on the lawns at King's House, there's a very noisy section behind me. People yelling 1 p.m., just random 1 p.m. It was very jovial, you know. People still in them suit and about Nazi, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah. People just comfortable and enjoying themselves. They came to swear in their prime minister, and nothing was gonna shackle them.
Modeled on the Westminster.
And I can tell you that the place I was where I sat, I'm not just there just to, you know, sit in my suit and look around. I'm there strategically. I wanted to hear the reactions to the Prime Minister, to the opposition leader especially. And to be fair, that noisy section behind me, over my right shoulder, as I said, very much enthusiastic about the PM and the 1 PM and the chanting and the ribaldry, yeah, coarse humor that came from them. Yeah, there was an attempt at one point to boo Mark, but even that was stifled. So I can tell you that when Golding was announced, there was no, you expect a boo. No, they behaved themselves admirably. But here's the thing with the opposition leader. Why did the opposition leader, unlike everybody else, not rise to his feet when the Prime Minister walked from inside King's House to the platform? And why did the opposition leader not stand when the Prime Minister ended his address in the way that other people did? And you see, you say, Lord George, why you have to bring that up? Because it is out of keeping with tradition. That is why I'm bringing it up. This is my third inauguration. No, my fourth. I was there for Mrs. Simpson Miller's inauguration in 2006. I was there for her inauguration in 2012. I was there for the First Holiness inauguration in 2011, and I was there. So I've been to 2 for Mrs. Simpson Miller, 2 for Andrew Holness. And I can't recall an occasion before yesterday where the opposition leader didn't rise at those 2 moments. And that bothers me. It bothers me because you know how these forums are and these occasions. And you stay true to the occasion, notwithstanding your feelings about people or your feelings about your circumstances. Mark Golding would still be smarting, to use the phrase that one of the commentators on the World Championships coverage on Nationwide earlier kept saying, still smarting. Noah Lyle still smarting from losing the 100 meters. Let's see the Tobago still smarting from being disqualified from the 100. Golding still smarting from the September 3 election defeat, and that's fine. But what was too much about standing in those 2 moments? And I saw the entrance of the Prime Minister and Mr. Golding remaining seated. And then one of our colleagues said to me this morning, from elsewhere, a veteran, man who's been in the business longer than me, said, but George, he didn't stand on leaving. And I said, you lie. He said, may I have the video? And I said, send me. And I saw it for myself. And I held my head and I said, Lord, this is not good. What signal is that sending? You couldn't submit yourself to rising and to acknowledge the leader of the party that bested your party in a fair contest. So ceremony couldn't have been allowed to win on Tuesday by the opposition leader. Tradition could not have been allowed to win on Tuesday by the opposition leader. It leaves me even more worried about the path ahead and how that damages the ambition of the leader, the political leader of the country, to bring the country on a certain path to a certain destination. So in that, you see why ambition is one thing, but ambition can be derailed by many environmental factors, especially an environmental factor as strong as an opposition that is just there to make your life hell. No, I maintain oppositions shouldn't be compliant. Yeah, they shouldn't be acquiescent lickspittles. Opposition should be strong and robust. But there comes a time for decorum. There comes a time for hypocrisy. Yes. There comes a time to shake a hand of a man who too in him, But the occasion demands that you do. Yeah, man, you smile and you leave. That's what the occasion demands. And you try to set an example, a good tone, and then you move on and you retreat to your tabernacle with your group, and then you work out how is it that your group is going to execute the role that has been given to you. Remember, on September 3, the Jamaican people said Mr. Golding and his party can best help Jamaica at this time as opposition members. That's what the overall result means. They said, Holness and his team, you continue government. Golding and your team, you be the opposition. That's what Jamaica said. It was no mistake. The race run and the results are in. So in the moment of high ceremony, pageantry, pomp, all partisan considerations for the captive few hours are relinquished, set aside, and you just stay true to the occasion, smile, and leave. Nothing hard in that. So I'm stressing this point to show you how ambition and the achievement of the targets, meeting of the targets, the achievement of the goals on the road of ambition is not linear. There are obstacles in the way. And we saw what looked like a hell of an obstacle yesterday. The opposition leader sending a strong signal. Not playing ball. Already.